Now, there are 20 reasons, again in the book, why traditional reward and recognition programs don't work. And I share with you number 1 and number 20. So, first one, they're based on the principles of operant conditioning, B.F. Skinner, for those of you that may be familiar with that. And if you take just a moment to look at Dr. Skinner and the rat, Dr. Skinner and the rat, you ask, is it any coincidence, right? I mean, you just ask that. Okay, so here's the deal, right? Skinner's work was based on giving food pellets to rats and pigeons and such to get them motivated to work in particular ways. Now listen, getting food pellets is really important, right? It really is, right? I mean, we work to get money to buy food pellets, so there's no doubt about that. So, and we may feel like it hamsters in the wheel, right? Once in a while. By the way, you got to know how long it took me to find this slide. You got to really appreciate this one. All right. So, you know what? Getting food pellets is one thing, but it doesn't take you to a place of going above and beyond. It just doesn't, right? That's, a rat didn't end up, running the maze, getting the cheese and going, I'm just going to run some more on my own, right? What do you think about that? I think I'm just going to keep going. Intrusive thought. A friend of mine, I taught at Davidson College. I taught at Charlotte, North Carolina. Some of you may know it. Very good friend of mine who's a neuroscientist there. He just got $1 million grant to study the impact of exercise on cocaine-addicted rats. In particular, having another rat buddy who was already exercising. Now, one of the things that's not in my thing is I've actually taught group fitness for the last 10 years. I teach 3 days a week when I'm in town. I got to tell you, as taxpayers, we don't need $1 million to know that it's a good thing to have a gym buddy, right? And that when we work out, it kind of helps with the whole cocaine problem, but that's an aside. So we may feel like this at times, but that's not really what it's about. So why programs fail? So 2 reasons. Programs fail because they're programs, plain and simple. So I'm asking a question of your group. So who here has ever been on a diet? No, stop. Who here has ever had a friend that was on a diet? You've had a friend that was on a, very good. You've had a friend, right? It's like asking, I have a friend. Okay, so you had a friend that was on a diet. Now, not trick question. For how long is a diet effective? It is effective for as long as you're on it. Perfect. Okay, so you're effective as long as so you have you put some sort of a program. By the way, I hope I'm not offending anybody. The worst program you can possibly have is Employee of the Month. There are a few things that actually destroy and demotivate employees more than that. But what we're doing is we're training actually individuals and employees to perform when there's something in it for them. That's what we're doing. And when the program ends, right, why do you really want to perform anymore? Well, one of the great analogies that I have, do they have Joseph Banks men's clothes? Joseph Banks? Yeah. Now, okay, I'm on their mailing list, unfortunately. Like every other day I get a mailer. Every other day you buy 1 suit, get 2 for free kind of thing, 60% off. Do you think I would ever go in there and buy a suit at full price? See, they have me really trained, right? They have a program and I'm on it. Tiffany's doesn't do that, by the way. Okay, so that's number 1. Skip ahead to slide number 20. Okay, reward programs actually reduce overall motivation. I actually have yet to see the organization that can show me, a return on investment in these kinds of programs. I just do. I don't care what the organization is. I just haven't found anybody that's been able to tie rewards to actually changes in performance. That's kind of an easy one for me. What I actually claim is that actually demotivate. Here's the thing. I'm going to put motivational programs into place. Supposedly, because that investment in resources, including the time it takes to administer, is going to lead to some overall increase in at least the morale, if not the productivity of the workforce. Yes, that I think is the hypothesis here. I mean, organizations don't spend money just typically for no reason at all. Now, here's the problem. Very simple. 3 groups of employees. Got our employees that are poor performers, right? Low end of the bucket. Our medium kinds of performers. And then our really high performers. So you put this program into place. Now, who wins? The people in the black-green bucket. because they're the winners in your organization, right? This is like a student coming up to me and saying, Dr. Marciano, I got a 95 on my test, and I really want to get 100. We love those students. We love those employees, and we certainly want to acknowledge them and recognize them, right? However, in terms of increasing the overall engagement and productivity of the workforce, they don't have a lot more to give, right? They're kind of pegged out. So you've created a program that recognizes and acknowledges that's okay, but it's not really going to get you much more because they ain't got much more to give you. Now, what's the impact of the program going to have on those in the red bucket? None, right? None, because it's yet another example of how disenfranchised they are in the organization, what losers they are in the organization, and they're like, I don't want to play this game. Fine. The problem comes in when you have the people in the yellow bucket. Like, these are the people that you have the greatest opportunity that if you can get them more motivated, engaged, right, that they will make the bigger difference in your organization. But guess what? They may engage in this behavior, because here's the thing, programs temporarily change behavior. Right? They don't actually change the individual or their culture. It actually just temporarily changes behavior. So you get this temporary change in behavior in these individuals, and then do they win? No, right? Because the winners win. So if you've ever been in a situation where you have gone above and beyond, and then you have failed to have been recognized or acknowledged, you're like, fine. Keep your stupid program, right? But don't expect me the next time this comes along, right? Or after some period of time, that I'm going to keep playing. So I'm going to give you an example right now on the plane.